and welcome everybody to today's Bound for Glory for Matchcard and Storylines Breakdown. It's me, Jared, wrapped up here, and I'm the owner of Jared's Toy Show, JTS. So I'll be producing a pay-per-view called Bound for Glory in exactly 1 week from today. And so let's get ahead and discuss the matches. So first things first, we're going to discuss about the ongoing rivalry between the charismatic Jeff Hardy and the legend killer Randy Orton. And this all started on JTS Wrestling Season 3, Episode 7, when Jeff Hardy and Edge were going at it in the main event, and it was a pure classic match. And as Jeff Hardy was going for the twist of fate, he covers Edge 1-2. Randy Orton drags the referee through the floor and then RKO'd Jeff Hardy, followed by a pump kick, and then leading Edge to the win and to become the new YouTube champion once again. And so the following week, Randy Orton and Edge were having a segment where Edge is trying to recruit Randy Orton to rated RKO, and that happens. Randy Orton and Edge now are a team, and so Jeff Hardy comes out of nowhere. His music hits. He comes from the back, attacking Randy and Edge. Placed Randy on a steel chair. Held the steel chair. Was going for a concerto, but Edge dragged Randy Orton out. And then Jeff Hardy challenged Randy Orton to a match. Randy Orton accepted. And this is how it came to this match. And I mean, I could say I don't normally plan this match. The original plan was for Edge to face Jeff Hardy for the YouTube Championship in a TLC match, but I said that we have seen Edge and Jeff Hardy played out at JTS Wrestling, so the original plan was that, and that plan is being screwed. You know what they say, when plan A doesn't work, you gotta have plan B. So let's get on to another match. So the next match that I'm going to be discussing about is going to be a three-way match for the Intercontinental Championship between Eric Bateman, AJ Styles, and the Intercontinental Champion Sheamus. And this thing started, I can say, the JTS Live after JTS Mania 6. AJ Styles and Eric Bateman. I don't think so it started then. I think so this whole rivalry started at JTS Mania 6 Night 2, when Spider-Man and AJ Styles were going 1-1 for the Red Belt Championship. As AJ was going to hit the phenomenal forearm, Eric Bateman comes and distract him. What I meant to say was attack him, and then Spider-Man took the advantage and then spears AJ, followed the win. And then at JTS Live, while Spider-Man and Eric Bateman were talking, AJ Styles interrupt them. Then they have a match. Eric won. And then at JTS Wrestling, when Sheamus was issuing an open challenge, so Eric Bateman interrupted and probably answers the challenge, but AJ Styles says, nah. And then they both fought, and nobody won because of Sheamus. And then we go on to JTS Live, the go-home show for Bound for Glory. Spider-Man and Hulk were going at it, and it is confirmed that at JTS Live after Bound for Glory, it will be Spider-Man taking on Hulk for the Red Belt Championship. So, with that topic being said, let's go on to another topic, you can say, as let's continue the story. For some of you who don't know, maybe I could upload it as a Road to Bound for Glory kind of thing, like I did for All Fought in the Mist, but I'll think about it since I have no time editing Bound for Glory, just to make sure that it has to release on March 9 by hook or by crook. So let me get back to the story. Eric Bateman calls Hulk, make fun of him. Hulk had enough and attacks Spider-Man and Eric Bateman, which leads to AJ Styles coming in, and then Sheamus coming in. AJ Styles stand tall, and that, I'll leave it with that. So the ongoing rivalry, the rivalry that everybody has been saying has been played out for these past couple of months is Eric Bateman and AJ Styles. They have competed several times against each other, and both of them has showed. But Eric Bateman was the better man, but he only won it was because of Spider-Man. So it's going to be a very unpredictable three-way match as we're gonna have Spider-Man. Of course, he's going to interrupt and help Eric Bateman, but we'll see at Bound for Glory who will win. And I want you all, the JTS universe, to drop your predictions in the comments down below. And if they are turned on, you can. And I will see what your predictions. And if you won, then I'll give away my action figure at Bound for Glory. And yeah, so we come to the main event for Bound for Glory. And before we going to share with us, here I'm just going to explain. And all you have to do is like and subscribe my channel, and then you have to comment your predictions. If all predictions are correct, I'm going to send you an action figure of your pick that I have. A giveaway if your predictions are correct. That is, all predictions has to be correct. So let's get on to the story. So this all started last year on November 4th, 2023 to be correct with you all. So it was Orford coming out, and then since he has no challenges off his sleeves, he called out someone, and that someone has and is The Miz. So The Miz comes out challenging Orford to a match at JTS 6. Orford accepted since he's our fighting champion. Then they both fought at JTS 6 Night 1 in the main event. So Miz main eventing JTS 6 and main eventing a pay-per-view like he's never been done before. So that was a monumental match. That was a match that everybody has to be remembered. Even you thought Aurora, the owner of House Wrestling Entertainment, shout out to you. He also had said that the JTS 6 Night 1 main event was one of the greatest matches that he have ever seen. And as JTS 6 Night 1 was one of the best pay-per-view events that I've ever produced in JTS Wrestling and JTS Life, respectively. So, like I said, let's get back to the story. Let's get back to how this started, and you can watch it. The link is in the description down below of the full match card. What I meant to say was the full rivalry between Orford and The Miz Road to Bound for Glory. It's there in the description down below. And so Miz and Orford, these two are one of the greatest two generational talents, and even though they haven't reached to their utmost, they have reached to success. Orford being the world champion for 122 days. Miz being putting out classics after classics. And both these two are the two most greatest generational talents there is in professional wrestling right now. And Orford and The Miz, these two are going to be the two greatest wrestlers. The professional wrestlers is going to enter into the JTS Hall of Fame, and of course JTS Hall of Fame is going to be dropped this December, and that's going to be a long way there. It's going to be a long way, trust me. So, like I was saying, these two has to be one of the greatest professional wrestlers that I've ever seen. And these two wrestling at JTS 6 Night 1, even me, I was amazed at that match. I'd give that a 5-star classic match, and I don't know how people would give it, but that's how I share my opinion with all you guys. So I think so that JTS 6 Night 1 in the main event between these two has to be the match of the year for 2023, but he has decided that Orford and Triple H, and we all know all of this works. We all know that the rivalry of the year is supposed to be Orford and Triple H, but we all know that Edge has rigged it, and he has given me like, I don't have to tell you guys, but he has given me a lot of money, and so I let him have it. I mean, corruption, man. I mean, like, India is very lacking in sports, but number one in corruption. Am I right? So let's get back to the story, and then JTS Life after Mania. Orford comes out The Miz again trying to get a rematch. The Undertaker comes out, and then they set it up for a match at the main event. So The Undertaker and The Miz fought on for 8 minutes, and as The Undertaker's looking up for a tombstone pile driver, then Miz has The Undertaker, and so what I meant to say was Undertaker drive Miz to the referee, then Miz distracting the referee, low blows old-fashioned way from his knee, and then skull crashing finale and won the match by cheating. Then at the next show, the next episode of Jay's Life, Orford went one-on-one with the Undertaker, and then it was a match that anybody can be watching, but it was a finals match. Then Triple H attacking the Undertaker. Then we go on to the main event. Orford and The Miz sign the contract, and then proving that this at Bound for Glory in 7 days is going to be the most important days of Miz and Orford's career. And so we have come to the end of this JSOMania. What I meant to say was this Bound for Glory, and I mean JSOMania is one of the greatest pay-per-view events that have ever been produced, and I hope the best goes for Bound for Glory. I'm trying to make it one of the best pay-per-views that everyone can sit down, relax, and enjoy G's wrestling. So like I said, Miz and Orford are two of the greatest professional wrestlers that are going to be in the new era of professional wrestling. And so we've come to the end of the video, and possibly we'll see you at Bound for Glory. Good night.